How's it going, y'all? My name is Sam Woodward, and this here is my project car. What it happens to be is a 1998 Ford Mustang SVT Cobra. It's got the 4.6 liter dual overhead cam V8, 5-speed manual transmission, and the 8.8 rear end. So you may be asking yourself, how does somebody like me get a car like this? Well, it's actually a very interesting story. I got the car in October of 2020 from my grandfather. He bought the car brand new in 1998 with 30 original miles on it. He worked at the Ford Power Steering Assembly Plant in Indianapolis, and he built the very steering box that's in this vehicle. So, I'm a very sentimental person, I'll be honest. And when he offered me this vehicle, I had, no reason to say no. I'm the only person in my family that has any interest in vehicles besides him. He worked at Ford. My mom worked at Ford with him, but she doesn't really have any interest in vehicles, and I'm the only one who's really a big gearhead. I went to tech school in high school, and I went to a university after high school. I went to Lincoln Tech in Indianapolis. I didn't graduate, but I still went. But anyway, it's a wonderful vehicle, and I'm absolutely honored to have it in my possession. I received the car from him. It had been sitting since 2017. That's when he lost his license due to developing Parkinson's, unfortunately. But luckily, I was able to get the car running by simply just putting some fresh gas into it and changing out spark plugs and stuff like that. It drove to where it's sitting right now, and it's been sitting a little bit since about October of 2020 when I received it. But the great thing about it is it runs right now. There's only one major fault about this vehicle. It's got no brakes and no power steering whatsoever. So I got a little bit of work ahead of me to get this thing running. And also, it makes a little bit of noise with the clutch pedal, which is a little bit concerning. But the thing about it is, this is no show car. This car was drag raced by my grandfather. He raced up in Muncie Dragway in New Albany. He drag raced this thing every single weekend he owned it. Every about Wednesday and Saturday, he was up at Muncie Dragway taking home a trophy in this thing, because he was an incredible driver, and he got me into the sport of drag racing. So one of my things I'm thinking about is bringing this bad boy back up to snuff and getting it back on the track and having some fun with it. So as many of you on the internet probably know about the 94 through 99 Mustangs, the SN95 class, that unfortunately there is a cancer that exists within pretty much all of them. And unfortunately, poor Leland here, that's his name, has it. And I'm a little worried about it. I can show you here. Give me just a second. So here's the engine bay, the whole engine. It's a real Cobra. There's everything. Unfortunately, if you look down there, all along the strut tower and frame rail, on both sides of the engine bay, it's not as bad on this side, but still kind of see it down there. Unfortunately, it appears that both strut towers have decided to try and rust out on me. So I'm going to attempt to find a shop or do it myself and get those fixed, so that way I can safely have this on the road and be, comfortable with the whole situation. Well, that concludes the slow tour of Leland right here. Hopefully here soon. I'll be getting myself an actual garage and not, working outside, and I'll have a better place to store this to keep him safe in the future. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and like it down there, and go ahead and leave a comment. And if you want to, go ahead and subscribe. Just see how this project goes. All right, see y'all later. Bye-bye.